Hey, it's Robert here from robertcbrown.online. I hope you're having a spectacular day wherever you are in the world today. Now, in today's video, I want to talk to you about the 3 things that can block your manifestations. But before we get stuck into that, please subscribe to this channel, like the video if you get value from it, and click the bell icon so you get notified every time I do one of these videos. Okay, so with all of that done and said, dusted, out of the way, let's get stuck in. Okay, so the first one I want to talk about is fear. False evidence appearing real. I'm sure you've heard the acronym, but it's true in most cases. 99% of times, what it is that you're worrying about never shows up. But when I'm talking about fear in terms of blocking manifestation, I'm talking about fear of failure, right? Fear of looking silly in front of other people. All of that sort of stuff. Even being scared to step outside of what feels comfortable and do something new. So in other words, resisting any type of personal growth whatsoever. Here's the thing. That's about as far away from spiritual as you can get. Why? Because that is all ego based. That's where fear lives. That's where all your problems live. It is not where your solutions to those problems reside. That is in your subconscious, and I'm going to talk to you more about that later. But it's all ego-driven, fear-based thinking that has no real basis. The problem is for most of us is that when we decide what we want in life, we'll immediately start thinking up all of the ways that it's not a good idea or why we can't do it, because it's an avoidance habit. It's a pattern. It's your brain's way of protecting you from anything that's new and potentially harmful. And we've all naturally, as human beings, got a little bit of fear attached to things that are unknown. Why is that? Because for most of us, our default setting errs on the side of negative, which means we're expecting something that's not going to be so good to show up. It's amazing how your life experience can change when you can reprogram yourself on a subconscious level to start expecting good stuff to show up. Because when that happens, guess what? Good stuff starts to show up. Crazy, right? But true. So number 2, your subconscious, who you are. The larger part of you. The 95% of your being resides in the subconscious. Now here's the thing with the subconscious. It will never question what you feed into it. The information it receives, it takes as being the truth. And then it will go out through the reticular activation system to seek evidence to support that argument. And when it does that, it starts to become a belief, a deep belief. So here's the thing. If you've been feeding yourself with negative thoughts, negative self-talk, and you've been kind of living out a kind of disempowering narrative for the majority of your life, then the subconscious mind has been listening all the way along to your predominant thought and has been looking for evidence to support that, so it becomes who you are. It becomes what you believe about you, about your world, about what you can achieve, everything. So what's the key to changing that? Well, here's the good news. Firstly, you can change. You can. Here's the kind of not so good news. It's not bad, but it's not so good. It's going to take some conscious effort on your part. How bad do you want it? How bad do you want to change? I'm here to tell you that if you put the work in consciously, over a period of 30 to 90 days, you'll see spectacular results. Firstly, in who you are. Secondly, in how you feel. And thirdly, in what starts showing up in your world. Because if you go to work on you first, everything in your external reality is but a reflection of what's going on in the inner world within you. So the results will show the way you want them to show instead of the opposite. Here's the thing, how you feel is critical. You see, in terms of law of attraction, we're talking about raising vibration. Why? Because like attracts like. Things of a like vibratory nature are attracted to each other, and opposites will repel. So if you're walking around all day feeling negative, feeling less than, you're going to be surrounded by people, events, circumstances that reflect the same energy back at you. It's a pretty damning place to be. Whereas the opposite is also true. So you need to work it to your advantage. If you can go to work on yourself and reprogram your default setting to a place where you're naturally upbeat, feeling energized, positive, empowered, you're going to attract people, events, and circumstances that match that energy output. It's as simple as that. But you need to avoid too much conscious thought. That all comes from ego. That all comes from a fear base. That's when you'll have knee-jerk reactions to things. And the result of that is seldom a good one. So really what I'm saying is you need to trust your gut. I learned a long time ago that you need to trust your gut because your gut has not evolved to a place where it confuses everything with logic. How true. But the trick is to learn to trust it. And you can only do that by training yourself, by learning to go with your gut instinct more than once, over and over again, even when your logical mind is telling you it's crazy. Trust it and record the results. You'll be amazed. So in essence, what I'm saying is trust your gut and take massive action to support what it is that you've got from your gut instinct. And you will not go far wrong in terms of reaching your goals and making your dreams a reality. You've got to learn to trust your gut, but then you've got to take massive action. Let me talk to you about that a little bit now. The law of attraction can be very confusing for a lot of folks. They think it's a case of shutting your eyes, visualizing, affirming, and things will just show up. Well, I'm here to tell you it don't kind of work that way. It works when applied with action. Here's the thing. Look at the word attraction. 10 letters. 60% of attraction is made up of the word action. If you go ahead and take the word action away from attraction, what have you got? Zilch, nada, nothing. That's the way it is in life. If you want stuff to show up in your physical reality, then you've got to do some stuff. You've got to trust your inspiration. Trust the spiritual nudge from within, and then take massive action in the direction of that nudge. And if you do all of that stuff, and you do it with purpose, passion, conviction, and a commitment to sticking with it until it happens, well, my question to you is, what stops you? If you're prepared to do all of that, what can you possibly imagine would ever stop you? I'm here to suggest nothing I can think of. I hope you've enjoyed the video. I love making these things for you. As I said right at the outset, do remember to subscribe to the channel, click the bell icon, and comment. I love your comments. I'll come back and answer comments all the time. I love to get conversations going with people. And what's more, if you're in a position right now where you feel that you want to go to work on yourself because you feel that you are perhaps the biggest block in your business right now, and you're trying to scale your business to the next level, then I've got some free training that might really, really interest you. You can go check it out at robertcbrown.online/training. robertcbrown.online/training. I've managed it to the end of the video. I've got a bit of a hoarse throat at the moment, but thanks for bearing with me. I hope you've had value from it. Go check out the training. You'll find a lot of value in there if you're stuck with your business right now. And as I said, just keep coming back, keep checking us out, and stick around and be part of the community. I'd love to see you come back. That's it from me. Have a great rest of your day. Take care.